Hello, this is me, Campbell. One thing I say why most people that you say, you would never really know that they're autistic. They'll never tell you things that they do that sometimes they mask, sometimes they unmask. They kind of cause like here's the thing. Usually, things like simple things like just brushing your teeth, taking a shower, um going yeah, there's simple things like that every day, doing that consistently while doing the goals you really want to reach is very hard. I want to do this, sir. And I'll come back. Close this door. I had to close the door because it was loud. But yeah, most people that are autistic, they hear things, rumors about autism. They think that the people that are autistic are considered lazy or stupid or incompetent. So they think, oh yeah, they can't do certain things. No, it's just not incompetence. It's just how their sensory issues. They kind of have to deal with things. So like, and how they deal with it is kind of hard. Um, like there's reasons why I don't do certain things, and it's personal. So I have to tell you, really, especially like if I want to be transgender or something like that. But that's really hard because like then I have to pass. So I don't have to pass if I don't want to. Like the thing is, I don't like razors and stuff like that, and I don't usually do that. I don't usually do certain things that predictable. It's unpredictable like that because, and I might not want to be transgender. But I might hate being transgender because like then I have to do all this stuff. I have to get rid of the shadow, the other things, like facial hair. I have shadow in the facial hair, then I have to get rid of the hair off my body. That's really hard because then I did a lot of stuff as a person. I'm a neurotypical person that's a transgender. Transgender can easily do it. They can easily eat. They can easily shave all of their stuff off. Um. Yeah. I'm very I'm very yeah, very embarrassed by the stuff I do, and I think no one else should do them. Here's the thing: if you're not a, if you don't if you can do it without masking, I understand. I'm trying without like I know what I'm trying to say. Don't try to mask that you can you're autistic because like one thing I did when I was autistic when people would think that was probably childish or something like I had it like how I remember when I was younger I used to run I'm gonna get Credo on here I used to run um I run out when I was in high school and when I was a teenager. I basically ran inside I was I was moving around a lot. We had a lot of people. So I just moved around, just jumped around, or just do different things, and like people are looking at me weird, probably looking at me weird, and say, "Oh, what the heck is that guy doing?" Like you have to realize people might look at you weird when you when you do that stuff. So there's probably a really good reason to mask that because people do remember me as an autistic person. They thought maybe that I was immature. Yeah, I was immature, but then I know that's not just immaturity. It's just something different. Everybody, some people don't realize this. People that are neurotypical are very immature, very immature. Very, they're not like the they're not like the smart. They're not the most mature people. People can be immature sometimes if they want to, but it's different from someone that's autistic. So you have to realize that. And I say I'm immature, but I don't but I'm not like a person that makes excuses. Usually, I the reason why usually the reason why I don't do certain things like take care of myself on hygiene and stuff. Usually for reasons I sleep in the bed too long. I don't want to get up. I don't have no motivation to get up, and my motivation is different from someone else's that's motivated, that's usually depressed or anxious or something. So like I'm depressed by different things. And autistic depression is different from autistic depression and autistic motivation is different from something else. Like, and that also it could be bipolar disorder. So I guess I could say I have autism spectrum disorder, but and I said level 2 autism. So I don't know how to focus on one thing, one goal at a time in the present moment, and say, hey, I'm gonna do this today. I can't predict with that time I'm gonna do that. And some people may not don't want to understand that. They don't want to understand. They think I'm wretched. They think I'm just wretched or something because I have, because if I have smelly breath or something like that, they think, oh, I don't have to be around you because you don't take care of yourself. You're ignorant or something. They think that, but then it's not the reason why you may think. Some people and people will judge. And here's the thing: people will judge you if you're ADHD and autistic. I don't know if I have ADHD. I have no clue. I might have symptoms of ADHD and some symptoms of autism, but I don't know. This is the language of the word. We don't know what that word means. This is words. This is a word for like someone that's neurotypical. They don't know what the word means. Well, actually, I probably do know what the word means, but because like have better way of theory of mind. But me as an autistic person don't know. Some people that are neurotypical can understand way more than me about something that sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes they're ignorant too. But um, but I'm not ignorant. I'm just like this person that like has a hard time with self acceptance sometimes, and I try to have self acceptance that I'm autistic. And some people don't want me to do that. Why would I want to work at a job like as a mechanical engineer or aerospace engineer or something like SpaceX or Tesla or these other companies like NASA? Some of them don't treat. I mean NASA they probably treat people better. That like you know how you have to realize people that are autistic they will not understand. They will not have sympathy for you. They will never have sympathy for you as because if you mess up something. Oh yeah, there's reasons why for it, but they don't. They think you're making excuses, but you're not. Um, I think you should work hard for it, but I think anyway, one that I think is more practical is software engineering. It's far more practical than mechanical because you can work for free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to worry about like money. Yeah, actually, you don't have to worry about money. Yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is your parents paying not paying the bills, the rent, and or where you're living. And if you could do it, then yeah, you could probably you just have to be pretty smart to do it. You have to, and also you have to make sure people don't think you're stupid because you know people that think you're stupid. And like what I'm saying, but by the way, I think playing dumb or playing smart or some depending on a person. If you're autistic, most people would rather you seem stupid than smart. Um, but you have to realize like um, I clean this screen. It's disgusting. I need to clean. I'm cleaning it right now. I just cleaned all this stuff off the screen. Dirty. Ah, shit. That was dirty. How did I do that? One day. Okay. Yeah, but especially being trans, people think you're stupid too, cause like they don't, But the thing is too. Here's the thing. Most people think, they believe you're stupid, but it's not that. It doesn't mean it's the belief is true for a trans person, because this that a belief is just a belief. Here's what they believe, because like they don't even care what they believe. They just care that that be right. They don't want them to act. They don't want to pretend. They don't want to like see if they're actually wrong about something. If you're just harassing someone and just laughing at them and just like kind of making them feel insecure, that means kind of make it seem that you're insecure because you think that you should be insecure, you should be insecure as them. Yeah, and it's kind of ironic how you look at these guys on Facebook and stuff, and the irony they're not sincere with you. They're insecure people that like to say that they're secure. They'll make you less secure. So they want to make you less secure of yourself and make you more insecure, not secure. That because they're insecure. If they were actually secure, why would they even if they're actually secure, why waste their time blasting your vid on a on Facebook or something like that? Why would they waste time doing that? It makes no sense. So most of these guys like my family, most of them are very secure because they don't want to talk about it, but they probably they don't want to laugh at you or whatever because they feel they're insecure, but then also they don't want to talk about it because like they get very angry about it. So you have to realize, hey, yeah, if these guys are not really the right family for you, but yeah, like I said, um, and speaking of autism, most of the reason why there's main reason why people don't like talk saying they're autistic because they say you don't bathe most of the time, you don't like brush your teeth most of the time. Most people think you might be a smelly person, or you don't take care of yourself, or like or whatever. You don't do anything for yourself, but like they do. It's just like you don't. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know how many times like they've done it. They've done it or haven't done it. They don't want you to know that. That's none of your business. It's embarrassing. So and that's why I think it's kind of it's true. But yeah. Yeah. Well, that's